Of course, representing the team, Team King of Games. Today I just wanted to be a dick. I wanted to play something really fun. It's the same thing that I showcased you guys last night, but really teched out. And the whole deck is like different. Last night I was playing like, what, 25 different hand traps, and today I just wanted to cut back on it and make the deck actually go first. Because a lot of people don't want the deck to go second because they know what it can do. So like,
but you didn't know that.
It overperformed for me. I didn't expect to like top with it. I just wanted to have fun, but it raped everything. The one game I lost it because I decked out. Like I didn't have any more cards in my deck. I never legitimately lost any like full matches today. But we're gonna go ahead and hop into the main deck. There's a lot of card choices that most would not agree with because it's not standard side frames, but it's a custom to my playstyle. So starting off with all the side frames, I play 3 of all of them: 3 alpha, 3 delta, and 3 beta. The only one I'm not maining is epsilon because it's not that good, but it's really good side deck fodder, and it is searchable. So it's more or less like when they're trying to evenly match you because you have the field spell and the trap's too good. It's like Time Pendulum Grappled on steroids, and they don't want it to hit the grave. They want to banish that. That's when you epsilon, because you never control monsters with this. So you can always negate anything. That was the only one I didn't main. I always sided it because, of course, you know, when they know I'm going first, they want to evenly match me. But pretty much, alpha is the only one that doesn't react. It's just it summons itself and it searches the field spell if I don't have the field spell already. And the field spell it's what makes the deck work. Like I literally just learned how to play this deck last night. I picked it up, borrowed it from my teammate last night, and then like tried my best to master it in like 4 hours. Didn't even sleep, and they came right here and played it, and like just learned as I went, and like it just got better and better. But yeah, this is like the Stratos. I use this to get the trap, to get the field spell, or like when you have the field spell up, you use this, and then you make Zeta, you search out like Gamma, and then you Gamma them, and then after that you do the Delta, and they lose because they have 0 cards in hand. And next turn, you just bring back the Omegas, poke with them, and just keep raping them. So it's really good. This one, it's one of the best. I really like it a lot. It's for the tempo. I almost lost to Dinos if I didn't have this card. I was at 500 life points, and I summoned this. Like, he summoned the Giant Rex back, and I summoned this, and then I searched out the Gamma, and I used this, I synced, I made Zeta, I banished, and my card, my field was clear, and I still have Beta in hand. It was really good. So I feel like this one, even though it doesn't react, it's the best one because it's the engine. It's like 3 of everything you need. And then Gamma was really clutch. Obviously, you get Gamma hand traps. Like, my deck, it doesn't really search too much, but once people realized what Fool's Burial Goods was doing, they started ashing it. Like, I played, I think his name is Daniel Young or something like that. He ashed my Fool's Burial Good, I Gammaed him, and then I won right after that. Like, it was just, he was playing too far behind. He had 2 little cards, and I kept raping him. And it was just really clutch. So, you know, we all know Gamma's popular. This is honestly my second favorite of the Delta. Every spell, their bread and butter is their monster and their spells. This is what kickstarts your deck. That's your engine. This is your going first. You're trying to play spells and monsters to establish yourself. And when I had the field spell, like this was an opening I had. I had the field spell and I had this and this. I Gammaed, made Omega, took a card, and then I Epsilon, made Omega, took another card. He had 1 card left in hand, and he scooped. That was it. And like the field spell's crazy. He was like, "This isn't hard once per turn." I'm like, "No, it's not hard once per turn." All right, for sure. It's really crazy. And then this one, this is the one that like it's a little situational, but it's clutch. Like it helped me so many times. It's the attack negator. It negates the monster's attack. It destroys it. Ends a battle phase. But I use this to Black Rose them. Like I would when I'm under pressure and I'm like, dang, I need the field clear because I know Omega's coming back, but he can't push through all this. I'll use this and then make Black Rose with the field spell, clear the field. Omega comes back. You're just punching for damage. So it was just so savage. The side frames are really dope. I didn't expect them to be this good. Then we have 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Ghost Ogre, and 1 Maxi. All of these are hand traps, so you play like, I don't know, like 20 hand traps, I think. Yeah. It's just really active. It's the only deck that can go first or second, and it won't matter whatsoever. Most people don't want this deck to go second, really, because like you have a way to negate any of their plays. So a lot of them want you to go first because it's a little easier to deal with the deck. But honestly, I was going first a lot because I like to set up with the field spell and just raping it. And then the 3 drivers, it's the beater. Like you have to. Sometimes I would summon it and then one of the other guys, and I would attack with them first and then go Omega. It was really savage. This guy, he has no effect, but he's dope. He's dope. 3 Doom Caliber. I misplayed 1 time with this. I didn't read it. Like when I say I literally just built the deck, I picked this up from I borrowed them for Tony Tran. Shout out to Team Omega. I ashed my opponent's 1 for 1, and I forcibly negated my own ash. So it was like a major misplay because I didn't read them, but my monster field was clear, so I could still do my other side frames. But that was like the worst play I made today, and that was the duel I just completely decked out. 2 copies of Card D. Card D was just, it was really good, but I didn't want to play 3 of it because I didn't want to open up with more than 1 normal summon. This deck doesn't even need normal summons, it's just nice to have them. And this sometimes it was better, but this also helps because they can't hand trap you. Like you have this and then Gamma to back everything up, and you can still Ash their Gamma. So like this deck, they just can't hand trap you at all. Like it also helps just having the 19. Like this deck stalls forever, it grinds for time, man. The 19. It puts in work. Like, it just won me games because I had higher damage. I had higher life points at the end. The field spell, it's the second best card of the deck. I feel like it should be the best, but the trap is insane. The trap is pure engine. But the field spell is amazing. It lets you synchro on your opponent's turn. It also, I did it today where I did Zeta with the Cypher and Driver from hand and then did 5,000 and killed him for game. It does have, like, the honest and nothing on it's once per turn. So if you have, like, when you do the Omega loop and you bring them all back, you can use all 3 of your Omegas and then push, drop. Put them at like 4,000, 4,000. Just kill, like attack for game, just over other monsters. It's really, really strong. But this is what interferes with your opponent because you just hand trap them, Omega, clear card. Hand trap, Omega, clear card. And you get them to a point where you're depleting their mental morale. Like they're thinking, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I can't win this duel. It's so much mind tricks. It's crazy. 3 Optimus Prime to search the field spell. I know that you can't play more than one, but I have to see it. Like, if I'm going first and I don't have this field spell, all of my Cypherings get wasted because they get banished. Granted, there were times, like, where I had multiples of them. For example, like, I alphaed my opponent and I didn't have the field spell, but I had 2 of these. They were going to get banished anyway, so I used both of them to banish 2 cards face down by banishing the Alpha and the Driver. And it's not hard once it returns. It was just stupid. But I really need to see the field spell. And then I also play the best card. This gets the best card, so it really is. It's the best card. It's just pure engine. Like, all the spells had to be something that gets me somewhere. It has to progress my game state. Board wipes, they don't really do anything but press the hard restart button. I already have Black Rose to do that. I just needed good spells that benefit me. So the Foolish, you send the Trap. The Trap, it can't be banished the same turn as sent, but this deck's so slow, you don't need to do anything first turn. You just want to play the field spell, set the Trap, pass. And then during their standby, you activate the Trap. If you already have Gamma, you search out the spell and get her Delta. And then you negate 2 and clear, so they're left with 2 cards left in their hand. And they still have to play through the Trap. So when they play through the Trap, they have 1 card in hand. That's the bare minimum. Like, other than that, like, they're dead. So Foolish is amazing. 2 pot. Everything, it doesn't matter what you banish. Omega puts anything back, so pot doesn't really rape you unless you banish 3 drivers. I was really, really smart about this card. If I didn't see drivers in my opening hand, I wouldn't pot preemptively. I would wait till the middle of the duel, because, like, you don't need to start with the +1 in this deck. So I would wait till I triggered at least one of my side frames with the field spell to get it engraved. Then when I desired, I didn't care if I banished 2 drivers because I still have 1. Because if you lose driver, you lose the duel. You can't play. And that's pretty much it for the spells. Like I said, it's all just good spells. If I draw a spell, I'm happy. There's no bad spells in the deck. The traps are just simple. It's just 5. 2 Metaverse and 3 Overload. This is Time Pendulum Graph on steroids. It's not a hard once per turn, so it doesn't have the drawback. You banish the Cyphering monster from hand or field, and you banish a card on the field face down. The only thing that could touch that is Omega, so basically it's out of the game forever. And the trap also banishes itself from the graveyard, and it searches any Cyphering card. And when you Omega this, you return it to the grave, so you can banish it again because it wasn't sent. So when you get the setup with like 2 or 3 Omegas, you just search 3 times, 2 or 3 times, then Omega them, and then you could do Gamma, Beta, and then you could do like the Delta if you need to, or like Alpha. It's really, really good. This is the best card. That's what I was saying. This is the best card, and Fool's Burial Goods gets you there. Like, you have to see this no matter what. If you don't see it, you want it in the grave. And then 2 Metaverse. This was really, really spicy. Because one of my problems was, like, in playtesting, I playtested this against my Draco deck. Whenever they hit the field spell and interrupted my synchro, my monsters will get banished, and I can't do the Omega. So if I have this, and then I do, for example, like Gamma, and then I use this effect to make the Omega, and they chain Ogre or Cosmic Cyclone or, like, Sleeper, you chain this, and it's a higher chain link, they miss their target, you slap this over it, because it can take it, add it to hand, or activate it, you activate it, and then this is an if effect, it doesn't miss time, and you still make your Omega after that, and then they waste the resource. So this is really, really spicy. It was good. It helped me out a lot. That's pretty much the main deck. I think it's like 41 cards. Extra deck, best monster. This card, it just won me all my games. Like, sometimes I was just living off of 1, but there was one game where I literally did triple Omega and it was over. Like, he had no hand to play, and next turn I just brought them all back, then attack with all 3 of them. And I still had the trap. It was just stupid. 2 Zeta, I really don't think you need 3. All of these recycle themselves, but triple Omega is a Mando. Because the fact that you can do 3 on your opponent's turn and secure your victory next turn, you take their Kaiju or their board right. There's nothing they can do if they have no hand. So when these come back, and their hand comes back, the worst they can do is evenly match after you attack for over 8,000. Like, it's over. 2 black rolls, you don't really need 3. Omega recycles anything. This deck's grind game is insane. You can recycle any banished card, and you can put any card from your graveyard back to your deck. Omega is just, he's the pure engine. Like, he's amazing. He recycles anything. You don't run out of anything, so you can put black rolls back. Thought Roll is amazing. I didn't really make it today, but my teammate showed me this card. Like I said, I don't really know too much about the deck, so I didn't know that there's a lot of cards that you can play. Like the Psychic Field Zone and all that, like I have those. I just didn't like them. I just wanted the deck to just be like as consistent as possible without playing like situational cards. With this, in theory, it's supposed to like be good. I just never use it. I made Stardust once in the Spiral matchup. It helped out a little bit, but at the end, Chaos Hunter was there, and I had 2 low life points. So it was okay. The Scarlight, I should have made this because my Omega got Winter Cherries today. And I should have made this, but instead I made the Stardust. I should have just made this just for the damage. The Clearwing, the Ancient Fairy. There's a cheeky win. I was playing my teammate today where I stalled him for time. We both had 8,000 life points, and I did this, blew my field spell up, had 1,000, and passed, and I won because we were past turn. It's whoever has higher life points at the end phase wins, and I did this just for a cheap free win. The cards that I never make, but I play them. This was a Winter Cherries target. I feel like this deck doesn't lose to Babushka because they activate from hand, so we're not worried about that. It doesn't really lose to like Omega itself. Like you're playing Omega, like I wasn't worried about that. And plus, you have Omega as a Cherries target, anyways. But I ended up taking my Cherries out like literally right after the match. But this was for Cherries because I was just scared of them both. Because Mechabuck can negate and banish any of my things, and I don't like that. And then this was, in theory, it was supposed to come up if like I get debarriered and I can't synchro, then I would just link those 2 in Akashic and then, you know, make the decode. But I just never made it. I don't even know if I want to play these cards. Like, I just want to do pure synchro, so this could be just 3 really, really saucy, spicy synchros. But yeah, I took the Winter Cherries out of my side deck, like, literally right now, because it wasn't good enough to me. I didn't Cherries anybody today. Side deck is 2 Lava Golem, 3 Kaijus. It's Mando, you don't normal, so this is a better Kaiju. I can't really do raw spear mode right now because the only deck you really can spear mode is like Spirals. 1 Epsilon, it's searchable and recyclable. You only need 1 because this is actually a side frame deck, so you don't need to side 3 this. Like for the Trickstar matchup, you can like get this off of Alpha, you can get it off the trap. It's too easy to get. 3 anti-spells. 3 evenly matched, Dark Hole, Raigeki, and Slumber. So I had a lot of going second for my side deck because this deck, if it goes first, if you don't interrupt my field spell, I kill you. Like I negate all your stuff and I'll make all your cards away. But if it goes second, it has to play through interference, and that's why the side deck was more or less built for going second. Because in theory, they don't want me to go second anyway. So if I go second, I choose to. So yeah, that pretty much sums up the deck profile, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. Stay tuned for future content because I'm gonna be uploading like a madman. Peace.